Saturday. Hope everybody's having a good day, had a good week. I'm happy to be back. It's finally happened. Made it back. The last couple of times that I tried to make it back, I either had something happen or I've been in the process of updating computer, a new PC, new monitor, new keyboard, getting everything moved over. It's been a thing, so took 2 weeks on that, but we got there in the end. We're all sorted away. So now I have my desk space again. This has had like multiple monitors on it, keyboards, and some like moving stuff around. So the downside is I have to reset up everything. So if the sound is off, please let me know. If I need to make me louder, make the music louder, make me quieter. You'll never need to make me quieter, I'm pretty sure. According to my friend Nathan, I will never need to be quieter. Yeah, just let me know. I'm hoping. I tried fiddling around with it a little bit. I think I've got it okay, but let me know. You know. So, we're back to the overalls. Crash course reminder, we are making the Simplicity coveralls, kind of 1940s, Rosie the Riveter style. And we're doing that in this really cute, stretchy, polka dot blue denim. And I'm gonna have to remind myself how far we've gotten because it's been a couple months. So it's all in one piece. That's exciting. I know that soon will be the buttons. Like, that just is where my head is at. Hence, the buttons. I thought it would be kind of fun to maybe make that a poll. See if I can do that on the fly. I probably should have had that set up, but I couldn't find a camera first thing this morning, and then I couldn't find audio the next thing, and so I'm a little late, but you know. So I need 9 buttons, 7 for the side closure, and 1 each for the strap. I want to pick those out. They need pattern calls for them to be 5/8 inch, and I don't know how married I am to 5/8 inch. And looking at the picture, I am not convinced that those buttons are 5/8 inch. They look bigger to me. I did hold up a 5/8 inch button to compare, and I mean, it might be, but I don't know. So if my buttons are a little bigger, I think it's probably going to be fine. I just have to make sure the buttonhole is big enough for the button, right? That's the important part. Oh, there is one other piece that I still have to put on. Look at that. So before I get into any more constructing on it, I am going to go ahead and go through the buttons that I found. I posted on my Instagram this morning the pile of buttons. I dumped my box. You can see it's the shoe box that's just up. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Top shelf right over there. Full of buttons. And I took a picture of the mountain of buttons that were here. So from those, I picked out these, and I kind of love all of them for various reasons. The only thing being some of them I don't have enough of, so then I have to make a decision of, do I just deal with that, or do I add something else instead? So, probably the leading favorite right now for me are these, I'll put them on this one. They're 7/8 inch, nope, 3/4 inch, white, plastic, flat, but they look stone kind of ish. Um, they're not perfectly round, so that's kind of fun. I'm thinking that I'm making this Dieselpunk and kind of found material ish. I don't want anything super polished, I think. Again, let me grab the mask that this is kind of my inspiration. Is this cat face mask. And it's, I mean, it's got gears, cogs, silver, which right away, I pulled out these gold ones because I thought, well, these are kind of sharp and kind of fun, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna love the silver buttons against the gold buttons against the silver mask. Plus, there's not quite enough of these, but I could supplement with that potentially. And this one's got silver and gold, but not. I just don't love it. So hey, right off the bat, we got rid of some of them. Yay! So again, there's the stonish white ones that I think will be fine. They're neutral. They'll be fine. There's also in closer to the correct size, i.e. the actual correct size. These kind of cute. The light is not great. Apologies. They're off-white flowers. That's kind of cute and kind of fun. They have a texture that makes you think of covered buttons, vintage covered buttons, where they would take a fabric and cover the button. So they have kind of a satin feel to them, but they're plastic. So downside on these is that there's some discoloration. Upside to that is it's supposed to be lived in worn a little bit, so if they're a little yellow, that's actually probably pretty good. Also, I have plenty. There's 16, so I only need 3 cards of that. I've got plenty extra, which could be good, because then if I wanted to use any on whatever shirt I decide to put under it, it makes it a cohesive unit. So these are a definite maybe. In a brighter contrast, I've got these cool orange buttons, again plastic. They have gross, get off, throw that away. They've got a little bit of a texture, not a texture, I don't know, they're raised around the edge. They kind of have a little bit of a floral design right at the stitch sections, which is kind of neat. I don't love orange personally. They're kind of a brownish, but orange and blue are complementary colors, so I don't know, I kind of feel like they would go pretty well against each other. They are also 3/4 inch, and I only have 8. I don't have a full 9. Okay, it's bothering me that I don't have my light in the other room on. You're not getting a good color here. 1 second, let me go fix that. not sure how much that helped, but I think, oh yeah, definitely. I think it helped. I hope it did. Eh. So those are a potential. I could make it work if I need to respace out the buttonholes for just 6 buttons instead of 7 down the side. I can make that happen. So then the rest that I have, I've got these that I could fill in with somewhere if I needed to. I thought they were cute. They're little flowers. Again, off-white, but I've only got 4. So they would have to go with something. So, I don't think they're I've got 6 tortoiseshell, kind of traditional tortoiseshell buttons that I'm thinking that I must have cannibalized them off of something because they don't have a card and I don't have any cards of any matching of them. I don't know what, I don't remember. Like I have very vague memories of them, but I don't know what I got them from. Probably one of the weaker options that I've got currently on the table. And then this last little collection, they're kind of natural looking. So I've got 3 of these 3/4 inch and 4 of these 7/8 inch kind of green stone looking. Again, still plastic, but they have a stone look to them. They've got an etching design, or a design etched on them, which is kind of cute. They're square, which is a little different. Between the 3 cards I have 7, I need 9, but I don't know, that could be kind of a fun, different design. I'm not wild about green on blue, but it's kind of a neutral olivey gray green, so probably could get away with it if I really wanted to. I could supplement with like this bronze metal button. Actually, that might kind of like that. Again, round bronze. They are actually metal. They're 3/4 inch. They have a design etched or stamped in the center with a circle border. I also have 4 wooden buttons that are 5/8 inch. But there's really nothing that they're going with that I can really make that work. So I think these, take these off the proverbial table. So that gives me 4 options. Again, if I go with this one, I have to come up with something else for free space. So I'm just gonna leave these here for right now. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Hey Osiris, just lurking, but my sound seemed very low. You can barely hear me. Okay, let's see what I can do about that. Is the music too loud? Is that what's making me? Hey Sepu, I am so quiet. Oh boy. Okay, that's what I was concerned about. My mic is too quiet. If I move the mic here, is it okay? Oh, but then I'm breathing into it. So I just moved everything over onto a new PC, so that restarted everything, reset everything. And I've never been real strong with my audio. I have everything turned up to 100. I don't know what else to do. Okay, that's so I can just lower down the music and that should fix it. That's what I was wondering. Okay. So I move that to about here. Or there. Hey, good morning, Hella. The player's music is down all the way. Now me and the mic is lowered? Boo! But I only turned the desktop audio down. My mic is turned all the way up. I don't want to touch anything. I'm so nervous about playing around with this. So what if I mute this one? I would greatly appreciate it. Did this fix it? Okay, so cool. So yeah, the music's still going. Why do I have a desktop audio and an audio output? Who knows? Okay, well, as long as it's fixed. Sweet. Alright, thank you everybody. I appreciate it. Again, I just got a new PC. Okay, and now I've got a monitor going on, and so I'm hearing myself half a second late. It's crazy. I'm gonna turn that off now. I am enjoying the new PC. I'm not enjoying having to reset everything on it, but I'm, off. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Alright, now I don't hear myself anymore. One day everything is fixed, right? And everything works. We're getting there. It's a process. It's a process. But no, I'm enjoying it a lot. Yes, and then it's just an awesome PC that I got for a good deal, and I'll be able to give my older one to my friend so she can have a better PC than what she already has, because she has a laptop. It'll be fun. It'll be great. Yay. Okay, well. So now, lost track of where I was going. Okay, so I just went through the buttons that I'm thinking I'll be putting on this. I'm going to let them sit here, think about them for a little bit, and go forward with figuring out where I left off 2 months ago. Oops. It's been a minute. Fortunately, I made check marks. That's good. We're really close. We're really close. There's 30 steps, 31 steps. No, just kidding. 33 steps. And we are about to start on 26. So that's exciting. As I'm looking at it now, it's like, nah, there's probably more that needs to get done before I get to the buttons anyways, but eh. So we are... Grab the underlap. How's everybody's Saturday going today? I don't need to put the lid on. I'm going to be using the bins all over the place. You were at the Japan Day in Dusseldorf? Oh, that sounds fun. It was so crowded. Is it kind of like a convention, or is it more like Japanese culture type stuff? Zigzag stitch across lower end of underlap. Hello, sewing machine. How you been? It's been a minute too. A lot of culture stuff and of course anime stuff. It was kind of an open festival. Oh, cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. Did you get anything? Food or souvenirs? It'll be my first time sewing since I did the cleaning and arranging, so we'll see if I like panic and not be able to find things because I put them away. I got a surprise bag with anime stuff, and I bought some dango. Yum! Very cool, very cool. I know I thought about going this morning, last weekend, and this weekend is a Renaissance Festival here in Omaha, well, Bellevue technically, and I usually go to this Renaissance Festival because I'm usually part of it somehow. I'm either on cast or the last few years my fencing club has been giving demonstrations and lessons, and we were not invited this time. They try to get other area groups in, which, you know, that's fair enough. And so I didn't need to go, and so yeah, I didn't go last week, and I'm not going to be able to go tomorrow. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to have time today, but that's okay. Press under 5/8 inch on unnotched edge, trim to 1/4 inch. That'll be this edge. Last few weekends have been taken up. I had some travel. I had well, again, my fencing club, we had a tournament, and then last 2 weekends have been dealing with the PC issue. The issue being it wouldn't turn on. Well, the PC turned on, the something between the PC and the monitors didn't want to talk, and still not exactly sure what it was. The initial fix was just basically reseating the... No, it was one of the cables into the graphics card had come loose, and then that seemed to fix it, but then it broke again. Not broke, but just wouldn't turn back on again. So I was like, all right, we're just gonna set it to the side. I'll deal with it later. A couple days later, I came back to it, and I unplugged all of the cords from the PC to the monitors, and then plugged them all back in, and voila, it fixed. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I'm like, my camera is lagging. Why is my camera lagging? Oh. So, and I haven't had any problems since. So, yeah, and I'm thinking it might have been on the monitor side as opposed to into the PC side. There was a DisplayPort cable. Yes, DisplayPort cable that came with, and I think that one's broken. I cannot get that one to work anywhere, even on my old PC to my monitor where it should. Like, I know that all of these ports work, not that one, so I think that cord was broken. But the rest of them, I think, are fine. It just, loose connection, but loose from transport, or just, in the process of shuffling everything around. So, now I'm not touching anything. It sits where it sits, and that's that. Oops. While I'm here, I'm gonna throw these buttons. This is my button box. This is the shoebox full of buttons. So many buttons. And there is no rhyme or reason to any of them. But they're fun. And I have them. True crafter hoarding. May use them. All the buttons. Oh, I can't put the mic away. Cool. Maybe about there-ish. That's still good. Oh my gosh. Allergies are going crazy. I took my allergy med like 3 hours ago, and it's still, my nose is itchy. Alright, trim to 1/4 of an inch. It's a bit quieter, but you think it's okay. Okay, cool. I'll just make sure that I'm not mumbling. Speak up. As Nate says, project, woman. Okay. I'm really curious on some of the other crafter streams. For the people who are up and moving around, they don't look like they're wearing any microphone. I want to know how they do it. Like, they move around an entire room, and you can hear them just fine. I'm like, I don't know what your witchcraft is, but I need some. Put right sides together, pin underlap to back, matching notches. Oh my god. Oh, welcome back to sewing, Kate. You, don't know how to follow instructions. Alright, we'll make it work. It's fine. Yeah, it was supposed to be the unnotched edge that I pressed and trimmed, not the notched edge. It will be fine. So we're stitching it. Oh, it may not be fine. I may need to cut a new piece. So what I'm gonna do, put the zigzag on the side again instead. And did I move the table in the room, or did I change the position of the camera? I changed the position of that camera. Well, I did change both cameras. That one's now sitting a little bit further away from the table. And now because of how the new monitors are, the old monitor was a TV. My old second monitor was a TV, and I had it sitting here on the table, and the camera was usually on that. Now I've got my old main monitor is further over to that side, and the new monitor is where it is. And so the camera's at a little bit of a different angle because it's not as angled. But this way, because both stands are able to sit on the bench. I thought you were sitting on the left of the big camera view thing. I wonder if I had it again, I lost a lot of settings, so I wonder if it's not reversed. I used to have it reversed. Flip horizontal, right? You'll adjust to it. Oh, and then I just flipped the wrong thing horizontally. Lol, that'll be funky. Transform. Horizontal. Like that? Honestly, I don't remember. It doesn't make too much difference to me personally, but that's what you're used to. Okay, okay, I can do that. It doesn't bother me at all. And if it makes it easier for everybody else, I'm happy to do. I guess that makes sense, because now, I don't know. Then does this one also need to be flipped? Oh, for goodness sakes. That way. And now, so now it's mirrored. So it'll make it easier for me, because now I'll be able to be like, oh yes, this is this hand, this is that hand. I don't know if I've done that or not. I don't know. Whatever. It's cool. Oh, why'd you come unthreaded? That's unnecessary. Oh no, now you can't read stuff when I hold it into the camera. Tragic. You hooked on. Okay, machine, it's been 2 months. We don't really need to get super reacquainted. Like, we're still buddies, right? Why you gotta be like this? so now we pin it to the back. Right sides together, I'm sure. Since I've got such a great track record this morning of following instructions, let's check the instructions. With right sides together, pin underlap to back, matching notches, small and large dots, and having raw edges even. Stitch from upper edge to large dot. Alright, well, the dots aren't going to match because reasons. Start with 0.1, not 3 as I would do. Well, nah. I mean, it's starting on number 26. No, but nothing like shakes me as much as when I do something as dumb as I just did. I even read it out loud. I thought about it, and then I just went and did the thing on the wrong side. Lol. So is it stitch from the top to the bottom? Upper edge to large dot, which means I actually want this to be pinned on this side instead. No worries. stitch a large dot to reinforce seam. Cool. This is a very busy dot. Oh my goodness. Backstitch a couple of times to well reinforce this. Dusseldorf has such a futuristic and green architecture. Ooh, I don't know much about Dusseldorf, and the name's familiar, like I've heard it, but I feel like that would fit the kind of Japanese aesthetic, right? Because aren't they kind of also futuristic in some of their architecture? Is that close to you, or was that a bit of a drive? Or a train, or day trip? You're fascinated that you pronounced the U in Dusseldorf correct? Really? It might be my German heritage. I guess Dusseldorf doesn't sound good. Oh, okay, it's the city you work 45 to 60 minutes drive by train. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, German is not a language that I learned much of, like at all, but I was in chorus for a long time, and there's a lot of German songs, and also I'm a history major and I love European history, so the German word for it is Dusseldorf. The English one is Dusseldorf. Oh. Okay, but umlauts, those umlauts, they confuse me and I never really understand it, so I think I've heard it pronounced as Dusseldorf, and so I insist on calling things the way they are called natively. I never understood, like when I took French, because that was my college language, and we're learning the French names for other countries. And I'm like, why don't we just always call the country what the country calls itself? So like, Japan, we call it Japan, they call it Nippon. So why don't we just call it Nippon? Or, whenever you need to know how to pronounce the U, take the U, Dusseldorf. Okay, cool. Right? It seems so unnecessary that every language has a different. I get when an accent changes the word. Like that. Okay, that's fair enough. If your language doesn't have a certain letter or sound that is native to it, and you change it a little bit to sound more like what you're familiar with. Okay, but like the same basic concept, Because like why are we call you all Germany? You call yourselves Deutschland, yeah? Like it's not that much harder to say Deutsch than it is to say German. Like, how about we just all be a little more cognizant of other cultures? You don't have umlauts, so we just don't use umlauts in the word. Fair. But again, the word looks, to my eyes, for a language that doesn't use umlauts and accents and any of the other circumflexes and anything else, I get the point. We can make it close enough. I don't know. Okay, there's my rant. The most confusing land is Austria. For us, it's Österreich. So everyone who learns English is confused when they learn about Australia. and also that the English version of Österreich is Austria. Oh, yep. I could see that. I think that did confuse me growing up, just learning the names of countries. I was like, sometimes countries with similar names are close to each other because they're east or west, or it all used to be one place and now it, fractioned, whatever. Um, Australia and Austria are not close together at all. Uh, and they probably had, I'm guessing that they have different, what's the word? Ideologies. Um, but Alright, that is backstitch at large knot, press out, underlap, press seam towards underlap. Press out, underlap. Oh, okay. Yes, I understand this. Different everything, right. Okay, I'll be right back. I go to the ironing board. Oh, Nova's crying. I love the weight of this fabric. It's so nice. Also cities. Yes, I mean, why is it Cologne for you and not only Cologne instead of Cologne? Oh, so you pronounce it Cologne? And a bit different. Oh, okay. It is cold. But all one syllable, as opposed to we make it two. Well, so Cologne looks to me French. So I would guess that was from the time where France and Germany were fighting over various bits, because that looks like, I bet in French it would be pronounced Cologne. And we Americans do love our French connections historically. But okay, I will try to remember that. Cool. Sometime when you're streaming, or when we're playing Final Fantasy or something, I will ask you to pronounce that for me so I can say it right. Cool. Because that's kind of, it's not a major thing that I'm, actively trying to do, but just a thing to, like, I want to pronounce things the way the people who live there actually, do that, say that all the time, pronounce it. I don't know, feels more respectful. Turn upper edge of underlap to outside. Oh, okay. I see where this is going, yes. Turn upper ledge to outside, matching small dots, stitch. Oh, my small dots still exist. stitching across the top, right? Yes. Stitch across end. It says so right there. Oh, feels more respectful. Oh, no, you're not. No, 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 no. That's not what I meant. I'm sorry. So, to be fair, English is a bastardization of a bunch of different languages anymore. So, I feel like anything goes in English. We've got some old Norse, we've got some old Gaelic, we've got some old, Roman, and it's just all mishmashed, and we call it a language and get all grammar. Obviously, my pronunciation of German is probably not great. I got the ooh, the umlauted ooh. My thread broke again. Why though? I mean, it made it, but why though? A rethread on this whole thing. Some of the problem, that feels a little better though. Okay. Much better. Alright, now what? Turn underlap, right side out. Do I not? That doesn't look good. Like, at all. Okay. Seam Ripper? We get to redo everything I just did. That's not that one. Let's use this one. Okay, now I am excited to try this. So I got new glasses. The frames are cute. I love the frames. Pink and blue. It's really fun. But we've got a new lens at work, and this is one of those new lenses, and it's got my prescription, like magnifying prescription, but it also has basically a prism that makes your eyes work together better, especially at close distance. And I'm excited. This should make this particular thing significantly easier. Because that has been something that I think I've struggled with, and they said historically that is everybody. Am I an eyeglasses making thing? I work at an eye clinic. We have both optometry and ophthalmology. So optometry being refractive, needing glasses, contacts, that sort of thing. And then ophthalmology, health of the eye. So we've got a glaucoma specialist, we've got a couple of retina specialists. We do cataract surgeries, eyelid surgeries, a bunch of other stuff. And we also have a optical department where we sell glasses. And I am not one of the opticians in the optical department with the glasses, and I'm not a technician. I'm certainly not a doctor. I'm just a receptionist. I schedule all of the things, but I have to know a little bit about everything. So we just got in this new glasses product, and so everybody gets a free pair of lenses. And so this is with them. And I'm loving them a lot right now. They are going to remake them because I was wanting them. They come as transitions. You can get them with a transition, so when you go outside, they become like sunglasses, basically. And I don't know why I keep looking over here. The camera's over here now. Camera's over here. And they forgot to add that I wanted the transition, so we'll remake it. But they wanted to make sure that I adjusted to this new lens thing. It definitely is an adjustment. When I have a piece of paper, like a square piece of paper, or my phone, if I've got it down here and I twist it, turn it side to side, the corners kind of seem to elongate just because of the way that everything refracts. I don't know exactly. Again, I'm not an optician and I don't know all the science, but based on what they've told us, the only other thing that's been really funky to get used to is when I look straight down, the ground is too close. And they said that would get better, and it's gotten a little better, but it's still kind of there. The first day I wore them, I almost missed a step going up my stairs because I thought it was, the objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Different in this case, so but it's been good. And actually, fine stitches. I can see the stitches. And I don't feel like I'm having to work at it, so that's really exciting. I'm sad that I have to undo a whole bunch of stitches that I already did, but hey, at least it's easier to do now. Easier on my eyes. Always a good thing. They are pretty fancy. Easy stitch removing, yes. If you gotta, might as well be easy, right? You did not. I don't think I heard that you got an iPad. How are you liking it? Is it for your art? Now you did. Yes! So that is free. Be free. Oh, it is, but at the moment I use it for everything except art. But you love it so far? Good. Is it a pretty big one? I don't have much frame of reference. I don't use Apple products much at all. I had one, and it was the iPod Mini, so it was real tiny. Um, my frame of reference would be the competitor of Samsung, and they have different sizes, so I assume that iPads come in different sizes too. Start down here. Oh, I'm so glad I backstitched 3 times. Super reinforced. It's 11 inches. I was thinking about getting the 12.9 inch, but I wanted to carry it around while at work and everywhere, so I chose the smaller one. It's like an A5 paper. Not familiar with that one either. But no, I think I think there's some that are like 9 inch, 10 inch, yeah, and 12 inch. I'm betting, I think my Galaxy is a 10 inch. Probably. I know, right? Americans and their special sizes, right? We like to make up sizes so nobody knows what the hell we're talking about. Nobody knows if that's bigger or not. Oh, funny moment. I kind of want to go back. So, I know Mark, Nate, Ken, and Noel are doing their Nürburgring 24 hours. I've got that up over on my other monitor going right now. Last night, Ken was talking about his new water bottle and how much it holds. And he's Canadian, so he uses metric, usually. And he was saying how it holds 33 liters of water, and he's like, I think everybody should have one of these. And Nate had just gotten back from a break. He's like, no, nobody should have this. I sure don't. And Ken was, why not? 33 liters, it's great. And Nate's like, I would kill myself trying to lift that. 33 kilos. And Ken's like, no, 33 liters. And Nate's like, yeah, a liter is a kilo. He meant 33 ounces. Which is significantly better, like more realistic. For comparison, this is, I think this is 64 ounces. Yep, you're good. Yep, right there, ounce. Well, so let's, I don't know the conversion. Let's check this. Ounce. Wow, I cannot spell my own word. So an ounce is 28 1/3 grams, approximately. Ounce to liter? Maybe milliliter would be the better. So 1 ounce would be 29 milliliters. It's pretty small. And yeah, 33 ounces would be a... Most of our Coke bottle, or like soda bottles, come as 20 ounces. So that would be just a little bit. Still don't understand why you don't just use the logical metric system. I know, because we gotta be special. We're showing how revolutionary we are, throwing off our European overlords, rah, 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 or something. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll grow out of our punk rock, you know, kid mentality, but it's apparently not this day. Maybe it does make sense using ounces. Yeah, or foot or inches or Fahrenheit, but I don't see any logic in that. I will stand by temperature. I don't need to know how hot, or what the temperature is compared to water. I need to know how comfortable it is for me. But the rest of it, yeah, it's probably, it's got to be easier than learning all of the weird conversions, 12 inches in a foot, 3 feet in a yard, so 36 inches in a yard. Okay, so just because I can see the stitches doesn't mean picking the stitches are actually any easier, because it's having a hard time pulling the stitches up out of the fabric, because this fabric is stretchy. Now you have to Google what kind of logic is behind all of your system. It certainly does not fit the way yours does, because you guys have the weight and measurement all go. You at least now know you're something 5.5 or 5 foot 5 inches tall. You're taller than me. I'm 5'1", maybe 5'2" if I stand up very straight and have high hair, But we still short. But to convert that to inches, like I just know 5 feet is 60 inches, so okay, you're 65 inches tall. But it would be easier doing centimeters and, Aw, thank you so much for the cheer, Osiris. Aw, for being an awesome person. Thanks. Metric system has some logic behind it. I'm pretty sure the same kind of logic will be behind your system. Ish. So I want to know that to understand how it comes to that. Gotcha. It has feel like I knew the name of the person who developed it once upon a time. I don't remember. And like, it's across the board. It's measurements of everything. Temperature, length, weight. Ours definitely do not integrate nearly as well as yours do. I think Nate and I found, so in, we have a saying, a pint's a pound the world around. So a pint of, should be just about anything, would be about a pound. Turns out that an American pint and an English pint are two very different measurements. So that doesn't, you know, help things at all. I believe the American pint is a little bit smaller than the English pint.
I stitched these so tiny and tightly. Why though?
You just do the metric system. 1 kilo of water will always be a liter no matter where you are in the world, right? Yeah, but again, we're unique and stuff. Hydrate. Okay. I will do that. Should have refilled the water. There's not much in here, but. So close. It's holding on by just this little bit of much. Wikipedia isn't really helpful. Oh no! Are they giving vague answers or just no answers? Not the kind of answer you're looking for, at least the German version. Oh, you're reading the English one now? Gotcha. Oh, so close. Almost. Almost there. There we go. Freedom! So my mistake was lining up the wrong dots. So it should have been shifted a little bit. So we're gonna do it again, but better. This thing. It's so fascinating that I can't even imagine a life with a different unit than the metric one. It's fascinating how you used to get, or how used you get to it. So I don't understand why Americans stay unique. It will be hard to get everyone using the metric system when no one used it before. Right. Yeah, and that's, I mean, that would be the reason they give at this point for not changing is, well, because nobody knows how to use it anyways, so we're just gonna keep using the Imperial system and call it good. Never mind that, like, anybody going into, say, like different kinds of repair, trades, will have to use metric tools occasionally, probably. And our sodas come in liters. Probably nobody really understands that either. 2-liter bottles. Luckily we have Google, which can convert anything to everything, right? Exactly. And also, growing up, the phrase or the thing, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket, so you're going to need to learn how to do mental math. And yeah, mental math is certainly helpful, but we carry calculators in our pocket all the time. And it also now has the Google on it, so we can not only do that measurement, but also convert anything to everything. Alright, I'm gonna do a coffee break. I mean, I haven't really drank my coffee much, but I do also need to go to the bathroom, and I should refill my water because I just realized, thanks to your hydrate, that I don't have much water in there. So, we're gonna do a 3-minute coffee break quick. What teacher tell now to motivate the students to learn math? Well, now they have that new math, so I'm not real sure how they can sell that to anybody, but they've got their ways, I'm sure. Alright, I will be back. See you shortly. Alright. Hey, welcome back. Thank you for that. Oh, yes, have fun getting coffee. Thank you. and now I realize that I don't have my pictures to do my coffee break screen. I will have to get those re-uploaded. I have some more now. I can add the Game of Thrones costume, and the pillows. What else did I make? The hats? I feel like I could add to my repertoire. Alright, now before I do this, we still didn't match the... Oh wait, no, it's that dot. Did that dot basically get matched? Yeah, that's better. Okay. I just broke the thread again. There's gotta be something going on with my tension. So much tension. We have, again, the underlap stitched onto the back. It'd be so much faster at sewing if I didn't mess things up like that. about it, but if I'm supposed to turn it over, hold it over, I'm pretty sure I don't want that caught up. Picture's a little ambiguous, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna want to hold that piece off over to the side. Doesn't say anything about trimming that seam, which again seems really weird. Why wouldn't I want to get rid of some of that bulk? Right set out on inside, bring pressed edge, underlap to meet seam line, matching large dots. So I'm going to encase everything. Oh my gosh, that is so bulky and awkward. Right out on inside, bring pressed edge of underlap to meet the seam line, matching large dots, slip stitch pressed edge of underlap along the seam line from upper edge to 3/4 inch above end. Okay, well, I am going to take it on my own initiative. We are trimming this seam because this is too bulky. 3/4 of an inch above it, which is like the dot though, right? Basically. You just say till the dot. Looking at the next step and I'm really not understanding. Okay. That was confusing. As I said, I was on Nihon Day today. I was there with a friend of mine who's only speaking English, and I got so confused switching languages all the time. Oh no, because everyone who I talked to was German, and I forgot in Germany. I'm in Germany and my brain mixed languages, so people thought I only speak English, till I figured out I'm speaking the wrong language. Oh no, oh no. I mean, I am impressed with anybody who can converse in multiple languages. That's pretty great. That's not a thing that is... I mean, everybody... You get the option in high school for a language. You're required usually in college for a language, but it's not necessarily greatly encouraged. I certainly didn't apply myself. If your mother tongue wouldn't be the world language, you would also speak more languages. Fair. Yeah, probably. Got some hand sewing. So excited for the hand sewing. Oh, sorry. Smash my hand against the microphone. I'm not sure I would speak another language like I speak English if my mother tongue would be the world language. Fair. I took French because it was a requirement. They only had two languages available at the university I was going to, I think. French and Spanish. And so I was like, well, I think I like the sound of French better. And French is the international language of business, I learned. And so I was thinking, okay, yeah, that'll do me well. Now I don't remember most of it, and I didn't get very far anyways. I only took the 2 years that were required, and then I was like, I'm done with learning. I'm out. All right. So maybe I put it in here. I've a couple weeks back when I did my clean everything, organize everything, I put things away and I didn't put them where I would remember them. We had to learn a third language as well. I tried to learn French, but I was lucky my teacher had some problem with her laptop all the time. So I fixed her laptop and she gave me good marks. Nice. Hey, you know, whatever works. I did do, a couple years ago I downloaded the Duolingo app and started trying to learn Japanese because I was curious. It's like I watch anime. It would be great to be able to understand rather than just reading. You're also doing Japanese on Duolingo? Yay! You start so many languages. I now given up on the Japanese. I may come back to it. I was more interested in learning how to speak it than I was learning how to read it and write it. And Duolingo is great. It wants you to do all of it. I just didn't really the pictures. So I don't know. I may pick that one back up again. But now I'm doing Gaelic because that's a useful language to know. And I just passed my 125-day mark. Yay! I think I'm up to 129 days right now. I've got a friend who is doing Norwegian. This is not the needle that I want to be using. Gigi, Kate, Gigi. You're learning Japanese and Finnish, and also did the English course. Nice. Started Norwegian, but I gave it up. And also Spanish, I had some courses in university. I have a little bit of many languages, just because you pick up a little bit here and there, and you just, trivia nights, you know that this word means something in this language. They keep telling you that, well, once you know, say, Spanish, you can easily learn French, and vice versa. But I don't know. I could speak so many languages by now if I would stop learning, but I also don't have any cases to use the language, so I don't get better. Obviously can't forget English because I use it every day. Fair, yeah. And if you don't have a motivation, I know some people will learn a specific language because they're going to go traveling over there and they want to make sure they can converse a bit, or they've moved. They I know somebody who speaks the language. And yeah, if you have somebody to converse with, it definitely makes it easier. I do have to say, I think my favorite word so far that I have learned in Gaelic is for spider, which is ironic. Not a big ol' fan of spiders, but it's a very fun word. Can't spell it, but it's pronounced Dominali, and that's fun. I like it. Makes me almost want to like spiders. Almost. Also, I like that the fairly literal translation for whiskey is pretty water. Which kind of makes sense because vodka, I want to say for Russian, vodka means little water. Vod is water, ka is like a diminutive, so it's little water. Right. Dabanali does sound so cute. And a mouse is a luch, or luch, L-U-C-H, luch. A kitten is pishag. But a cat is just a cat. And a dog is a coo. Sounds like the German cow. Cow in German is Kuh. What is cow? Do I know cow? Yes, I know cow. Cow is bull. Cow is bull, which I'm like, okay, well that's similar to where we get bovine. So cow-like creatures are bow. Duck is tunag. What is fish? Yes, I think fish is isk. thread is gonna make it to the end. How very dare. No. Get off that pin, please. Thank you. Oh my god. Thought I was watching to make sure that that thread didn't go around the pin. Alright, we're gonna call that good on that piece of thread and start another one because I don't feel like playing thread chicken. Right around the pin it goes. Like a magnet. A little overkill on this piece of thread, but I won't run out. Oh, also, I don't know, do you find them as funny too? Some of the sentences that they have you learning, at least for me, like the learning about clothing, words for clothes, and that you do have something on, that I have something on, that I don't have something on, that I'm wanting to get something. The number of times that it wants me to practice saying that, look, Suzanne, I have underpants on. It's like, it's truly quality. I mean, like, that is going to come up a lot in my actual conversations. I know, right? No, that is legitimately... I've had to do that one like 3 or 4 times. That specific one. Do I remember what underwear is or underpants? No. But I'm sure that's some of the ideas. If it's like goofy enough, it will stick in your head. Haven't had it for a while, so I don't remember what underpants are. But yeah, it was. And they add the exclamation points on it, so, you know, shall aim ha bonnet orum. Bonnet orum. Look, Ian, I am wearing a bonnet. Like, and like all exclamation points. So we're so excited that I am wearing a bonnet. Or again, underpants. right sides together, pin lower edges of front facing, which is this one. This is going to be the front with the pocket. And underlap together, matching large dots. I'm just not seeing how. Oh, like this? Oh dear. I don't like it. And the picture is super unclear about how this works. I don't have any more large dots. They're all out of curiosity. What happens if I don't do this? I'm just getting concerned about how bulky it already is. I don't really see a need for this. How badly am I going to regret if I don't do this step? I think it's gonna be fine. And the picture is super not helpful. Well, maybe I'm overthinking it, but can't leg out. Maybe it just means stitching across this. If that's what it means, then that's not that big a deal. Back down. Turn the upper edge of front and back down, right sides together and away from lower edge of band. So, like this. Okay, this is what it wants. I was complicating things and its description was a little vague. This thread. Oh my god. I just took a stitch and the thread pulled all the way up and out of the needle. Oh, give it back. Come on. Knock my instructions off the edge. Better than knocking the pins off the edge, which is also what I about did. That would have been exciting. Yes, I'm probably going to be happy that I did end up figuring out what that meant and doing it. Because now this bottom edge is, or yeah, where the front and back meet are now nicer. Okay, cool. Instructions, come back. Anything to avoid getting up out of the chair and going around and picking it up, you know? There we go. Right, so now we're at the make buttonholes and shoulder straps section. So now, A, I'm scared. B, I get to learn a thing. To learn the thing we're going to be using, not actual, this, we're going to use scrap fabric. We're not going to use, like, we're not going to learn on the garment. Which I guess now at this point is almost to where I'm going to need to know what button I'm going to use. So we're gonna use this super fun and scary looking foot. Yeah, this is the buttonhole. And so, in general, the buttonholers work. So it's gonna go into the machine. I'll be feeding the fabric through this way, so it's gonna face me. The part that hooks onto the machine moves back and forth in the track, and I would put the button that I want to use I don't know what buttons to use. Okay, help me, help me. Do I want to use a combination of these? And I would probably put the brass buttons as the shoulder strap buttons and then use these down the side. Or do I want to use these white ones that kind of look stone-like? And I have enough of them for all of the buttons. I've got these orange ones, but I don't have enough of them. So I would have to, I'd do 2 on the shoulders, and then I guess I would just have to measure out how many down the side. Or I've got these really cute, like, white flower ones, and I have plenty of them. You say the red ones? Just took the whole thing with it. Normally the wire comes apart, not comes with the button. Give it back. Oh, no? That's an old message. Oh, sorry. You take the silver or the white ones? Freedom. Okay, so now the orange do so like one of these two. Like, I'm really kind of drawn to the little flower ones. They're super cute. They're the right size too, and I have a bunch of them. But you think the bigger white ones? These ones? Just all of the metal staples don't want to release the buttons today. And by all of them, I mean the whole 2 that I have taken off. Yeah, I think you're right. The bigger white ones look better. Just do one of all of them. The smaller ones are the perfect size and go with them, I guess, or just do all of them and mix them up. Right? Excuse me. Here, let's just see what this would look like. Okay. tell you what I'll do. I'll do a couple of each. I'm kind of not really feeling those orange ones after all. I thought maybe they would work, but I'm just not really feeling it. So we're gonna completely take them off the table. I'll put these up on my Instagram. Because that's a thing I can do live. Oh, not Discord. Come on. Okay, so I just posted what those buttons each look like on my Instagram, which should be linked down below. The So About Saturday Instagram. Now is paranoid and goes and checks her page to make sure that is in fact true. I do. Yes. Ooh, I need to get rid of that Twitter. I don't have Twitter anymore. Ooh, I need to get rid of that Twitter. I don't have Twitter anymore. Ooh, I need that too. You have no new posts there? Oh. Maybe it takes it a minute. That's annoying. Maybe I posted it to the wrong Instagram. That's Twitch. I don't want Twitch. I want Instagram. Yep, that's it. I'm on the wrong one. Lol. Okay, there it should be there. You like the brass one the most? Yeah, that one looks really good. So that one, or maybe I don't do the brass with the green, I just do the two brass for the back and then the I could use the daisy ones. I could still do the daisy ones down the side. I really like the daisy ones. Makes it very noble. If it helps, this outfit is going to eventually be worn with this mask. That's all silver. And it won't be very noble at all. It's just, like, you know. Oh, sorry. Do you think the brass one fits to that? Okay. Alright. But I think I'm still gonna do the daisies down the side. That way, it's cute. And then if I want to wear it elsewhere, it's not that weird either. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so then I will take the button that I'm going to use and pull the foot forward. The button should... Oh, how does the button fit in? The button should fit in. This one is different than mine. I say mine, like my whole button. Oh, like that. Aha. I could look up the instructions. That would probably be a good idea. So the if I hold the button in there, looks like with the little red slider, that will tell it how big to make the buttonhole, theoretically. Alright, so this is why we're going to play with it on fabric that is not the actual thing. Gonna lurk a little bit and work on your book nook. Okay. Hopefully at least. Alright. Well, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the lurk. Hope your book nook goes well. Alright. So here goes something. And then the thread unthreaded. God damn it. no, no, no. Alright. We do a Google search. Bernina. Foot. How to use.
Hi, this is needlepointers.com. Today, I'd like to show you how to sew a buttonhole with the Bernina 3A buttonhole foot in between. The other thing when sewing a button is that you will thread. So let's stitch this buttonhole. I will line my buttonhole line up so that's down the middle of my buttonhole puller foot.
I know, this is probably riveting.
The
Sorry.
needle down I want it to start right in the middle here. So I'll line it up underneath there. And this little marker is used so that you can see there's a little red mark on this side of the buttonhole that's going to move down, and this marker can be used to show you when you're supposed to reverse. So
You don't put the button in this one at all?
You have to indicate how long you want it to be by pressing the reverse button when you get to the end. So this little marker can help you judge when you completed the first part of your buttonhole. So we'll start going down the left side of the button, and when you get to where the two red marks, the red dot lines up with the red marker, indicating you're at the end. Now I want to go backwards, so I click the reverse button once.
Okay, so that all makes sense. I knew I was missing something about how to get it to go to the next bar, but yay, internet and YouTube. Alright, so I want this to be a 3/4 inch button. Well, okay, for now, doesn't. And my thread completely broke way up here. I don't know what's going on with that. That'll be another Google search for another day. Ways by Bernina breaking my thread all day. There's obviously a lot of tension up top, and I'm not understanding why. It has not always been a problem. Now it is interfering. trust the process. How about that? Huh? Okay, cool. I like it. That's easy. Mistakes. It's easier to see on this one, but it made a buttonhole. Well, it made the stitching for the buttonhole, so then I would cut that center section out like this. Very carefully. Very, very carefully. Because if I cut the threads, it kind of messes up the whole thing. When you trim it open, now you have a little buttonhole. A little buttonhole. And is that big enough for this? Yeah. That one might be big enough. Okay, so that size will be big enough for the little buttons. Where did I put that? So I'll probably want to do a 2-inch. Oh wait, that's maybe a 2.5 inch. Let's try that. Let's try a 2.5-inch buttonhole total. Well, no, that's right at 3/4 inch. So. What's it measuring in? Centimeters? This doesn't have centimeters on it. I wonder if it's measuring in centimeters. No, you don't. No, you don't, little thready. Get back under there. Come on. Whatever. We'll deal with that in a second. Alright, so trim these. So now I have 2 little buttonholes. And the second one is big enough to get that larger button through. So that's good to know. Alright. So then my next little thing that I'm going to do is redraw. Now that I know this all works, it's easy. I was so anxious for no good reason. Okay, I've got too many things on my desk, so we need to clean some of this off. So these are who won out. Not so much yar. Pins, don't need those. These, don't need these. Put that wood in here for the time being. Put this back. That's it. Is there enough room? Yeah, there is. Okay. So, of course, I did all my marking on the inside, and now it's all, enclosed. And I was very, very good and made sure I put all of my pattern pieces away as I was using them. That's the waist. Don't need, that's the front. What's that? There you go. Nope, back facing. Pocket. Pocket piece. Pockets. Excuse me, probably want that piece out for measurements. Also, some pockets. Next front. There's measurements I may need too. Back facing. Okay. Yay! When I am too efficient and too tidy. And it comes back to bite me. Mark it on the back, and we'll use the marking tools that I put in a drawer because I was feeling, you know, terms, words, hard, tidy and organized. So this, I'm actually probably going to need to, make a little longer. On here for where I want to take it to. Go. Although it's a little top center. That'll be fine. Alright. That's that one. This one gets the same treatment. The good news, if this doesn't work out real great, is that it's just on the back and you're probably not going to see the back much anyways. It was working fine. I did 2 really good buttonholes, and now it's not working when it's on my actual fabric. That's probably because of the freaking thread again. Crap. What's your damage? And this is what I was concerned about. That was gonna be fine, and then it's not. And I don't know what its problem is now. Picking up the bob and thread line. Freaking knotted around my needle, that's why. Okay, you know, this is probably as good a place to stop as any, because from here, this is just going to be me figuring things out and getting angry. Nobody needs that in their life. Plus, it's, you know, noon now, which is when I would normally be bringing it to a close. I'll probably be continuing to work on this because I gotta figure it out, but I think we're gonna end it on that one. So I may finish this today, I may not. If I don't, I'll keep working on it next week. If I do, I'll have another project, I'm sure, for next week. So I will catch you all later. Ooh, let's see if there's anybody who's a streaming now. Coveralls. Not readily seeing. Got some friends who are streaming but not doing what we're doing. So let's see who's doing what we're doing. There's not many doing the sewing stuff. Let's go raid Forest Emo. Well, do a quick check on Forest Emo. Hey. Forest Emo is making an Eras Tour outfit. Not real sure what that is, but we'll find out, shall we? Alright, here we go. She's doing some sewing, and she's doing it in purple, which I endorse. So, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Slay. Okay.